Hi there, Sagittarius, and welcome to Gemini Visions. I'm Mrs. Gemini.
And I'm Mr. Gemini.
And today we are doing your what to expect for the month of September.
Yeah, so on these reads, we've been doing 3 cards each, and it is a dual read.
Yes.
So we're combining our reads together, because we're reading for the exact same thing, right?
Yes, we are.
So if you guys are new here, please give us a like and a subscribe if you would.
Yes.
Check out the description box.
Donations are always welcome, and we are offering private reads at this time.
Yes, Sagittarius. What to expect the month of September.
September. It's going to be a beautiful month. Oh,
yeah.
Definitely. 3 of Cups just popped out. It's definitely going to be a beautiful month for you guys so far. September. Oh, Ace of Cups after that. So we've been seeing a lot of emotional stability in our reads so far. And then you have, wow. And you have Judgment. That's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Wow. So you have 3 of Cups, Ace of Cups, and Judgment on my side, with the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Gorgeous. Yes. What did you get? The King of Wands? King
I
of
have
Torches?
the Ace of Torches and the King of Torches.
Wow. Wow, guys. Sag, you're definitely coming out.
The Emperor.
Oh, wow. Fire energy, huh?
Fire energy.
Fiery.
The Fool on the bottom of the deck.
Beautiful.
Right.
Wow.
Squeeze her in here. That's great.
Would you like to begin, Mr. Jim?
You go ahead, Miss Jim.
All right. So I'm really excited about this read for you guys. We have the 3 of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and Judgment. So basically, you're going to be celebrating a lot in the month of September. And I don't mean just celebrating in the terms of going out and partying. I see like true emotional balance where you're celebrating life and love and cooperation within the people around you. Family members are just going to be kind of very easy to work with. I see that you're really, Sag, you are temperance. But I see that you are tempering parts of yourself that maybe have seemed a little bit, I don't want to say untamed, but I'm looking at like a fire that can be controlled a little bit. You're controlling your flame a little bit more in this month, and it's mainly divinely given to you with the Ace of Cups. So you're really giving something a shot as well. I see that you're receiving an offer, and it's a divine offer. The Judgment is the last card that I pulled for your core cards, and Judgment is really there's nothing you can do about Judgment. When the horn sounds, there's nothing that can be done. So you're being asked to open up your hands with full receiving mode from the universe, because you have many talents, and especially looking at the Ace of Torches on Mr. Gemini's side, you have talents. You are very confident in what you're doing, and you're victorious in what you do. You're valiant in what you do with the Knight of Wands. So really, during the month of September, you're receiving a lot of love and acceptance internally, but you're also able to share that in your outer world as well, and you're able to portray that within your person. So I see so many benefits happening for you in the month of September. I see that maybe somebody is, I know this is crazy, there's no pentacles, but when I said benefits, I see that somebody's receiving benefits that they've been looking for, and it's been this Judgment. There's like a Judgment on the table, like you've been waiting for it to come through, and it's coming through. It's coming through, and you're victorious in it with this Knight of Wands. It's beautiful.
It is. That's great. On my side, guys, I have the Fool on the bottom of the deck. And I do get the sense of there is a new beginning here, okay? With the Ace of Torches to follow, right? The Ace of Wands to follow. it's more or less like your creative ideas are abound right now. Not only are they flowing, but also you have the willingness to take action upon those, which is beautiful. Very Sagittarius energy here with the King of Torches. As you can see, he's peering off into the distance just like a Sagittarius would, right? Thinking about the future, the long shot, so to speak. Hey man, nice shot. So do know you are in your power. And that just for me to say, oh, you're King of Torches, you're in your power, I'm then further backed up by the fact that the Emperor is on the deck. You're in control. And a negative aspect of this card is not just being in control, but being a tyrant. So we want to avoid that kind of situation, right? Aries energy, obviously, with the Emperor. But be aware, though, that you are in your element here. There's a load of fire on my side. It's pretty much all fire except for the Fool. But with that, I get that your creativity is a light in the dark, right? This is a very shadowy card, except for the torch, the wand, and the hand. So your creative ideas, your passion is really flowing, and that's to be expected with you, Sagittarius. You should have that fire. And then your King of Wands here. This fireball is raining down everywhere. It's literally on fire. For some reason, the wand suit here, they have giant cats as pets. That may mean something to you. They have little cats and giant cats. But be aware that, you know, there is a sense of psychic connectivity when I notice multiple felines in a presence here. But be aware that you could be psychically communicating with people because you're in your power and you're very powerful at the moment. You could be psychically communicating with people without even knowing it.
Yeah, and I totally see that, Mr. Gemini, with the Ace of Cups as well. I feel like, and it's kind of funny because when Mr. Gemini said that it was raining, it's all I could see was this overflowing cup as well. And so you have this, like, this incredible balance within yourself, especially coming into the middle of the month of September. You have this really beautiful balance. And like I said before, I really see you working on your relationships. I see you working on you just celebrating these beautiful times. This could even mean, because for the Three of Cups, for a clarifier, I got the Nine of Pentacles. And this could really mean that you are celebrating a job promotion or receiving an offer for a position, but I also see it as you independently celebrating yourself and what you have accomplished, rather than looking onto what you don't have. With this gift coming in from the universe, with the Ace of Cups, you're coming out of this Nine of Swords energy. This Nine of Swords energy is really, I also want to make a clear distinction when it comes to numerology is the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords came out together. So they came out together to let you know that in the 9th month, you are going to be seeing such a change with your emotions. And you're going to be seeing this cycle, especially with the Fool and Judgment, this cycle is going to be broken of you judging yourself so harshly. And judging what is around you. So with the Nine of Swords, again, I don't want to focus too much on the Nine of Swords, but I truly see you coming out of this idea of what you should be. Because you're so balanced at this time. You know, you're celebrating your life, your gifts, your talents, your passions. I also want to make another bring attention to the Ace of Wands at the bottom of my deck and the Ace of Torches for Mr. Gemini, as well as the Fool. He has the Fool at the bottom of his deck, and I pulled the Fool as clarifying justice. So what this is Gemini vision synchronicity for sure. This is a message for you, Sagittarius, and this is saying that leap of faith that you're willing to take is going to be guided no matter what. You're going to be pushed to do it because you have all of these gifts within you, all these passions, all this love for you to and honestly, I see it as mental clarity. I see this Nine of Swords coming into Judgment and the Fool as mental clarity. You're able to give yourself some love with the Nine of Swords and then move past it and just say, you know what? I am ready to accomplish my dreams. And you already have it. I see the three of this in the beginning of the month, the three with the Nine of Pentacles. I truly see that you are coming into understanding what makes you so independent and what other people are a little bit envious of. I see you really being confident and courageous throughout your ordeals. This Nine of Swords could also mean you might have some form of depression, and something may trigger that in the middle of the month. You might be overexerting yourself to the point where you're not giving your thoughts enough attention, and now you're overthinking certain things. But that gets cleared up. It's not even a big deal, because it's such a temporary scenario. It might be 1 or 2 days is what I'm seeing out of the month of September. But I also see the 2 nines. So nines, 1s, 0s, 10. These are very important completion numbers. These are very important numbers for you, Sagittarius.
I got on the bottom of my clarifier deck, the Hanged Man. I'd get a strong sense of reflection with this, right? So you've taken a moment, you've paused, you've reflected. And there's too many things on this table for me to not jump right into a lot of different things. Okay, because on Mrs. Gemini's side, we have the Nine of Swords, and on my side, we have the Ten of Swords. But we also have the Fool in repeat, and we have the Ace of Wands in repeat. Not only that, on my side I have the Eight of Pentacles, and on Mrs. Gemini's side she has the Nine of Pentacles. There is a serious sense of progression here, Gemini. There is a long, hard battle that's been fought. But right now you are on the edge of the beginning of a new creative and inspirational process, right? You're going to become this light in the dark. And it's explosive in a lot of ways. But I think that in your leap of faith here with the Fool on both sides, you're going to come into some illumination. Not only reflection, but illumination. You're going to find that there is a lot, so much in life, that you can take a moment for stillness, and you can take a moment for dancing. Okay? You can have a moment where you're zen, and you can have a moment where you're celebrating. There's two aspects to life, okay? There is stillness, but there is joy. There is excitement, right? You can have all of those things. I think that coming forward for you this month, Sagittarius, when you take that leap of faith, you're going to release your Nine of Swords. You're going to become the Ten of Swords, right? You're going to release that. You're going to move past it. Those ideas, those mental pains, those blockages are going to be released off of you. Okay? You don't have to feel bad about yourself. Certainly don't, Sagittarius. Sagittarius may not be as, exuberant as a Leo, but do know that they have the ability to see like an eagle does in a lot of ways. They can see the long shot. They know what it's going to take to get there. And for you to be able to both dance and be in the stillness is going to further increase your abilities. I do see it's something you want to work hard with here, with the Eight of Pentacles on my side. You're willing to put in that work. And even some of you... Cinderella, dressed in yelly. There's a little mouse there working with him, right? I know that definitely resonates for at least one person. You're willing to put in that work. And then I have here that the Moon. With this, there's a strong sense that possibly you're putting in a lot of work in the nighttime, but there is a strong sense that there are secrets here that you're probably keeping to yourself. With that, though, there does come a sense of intuition, right? There's two wolves on this here, and they're communicating. You only see one of them howling, but the other one's receiving that message, right? Telepathic communications, like I said earlier. If this does involve love, you do have a psychic connection with someone.
Yes.
Don't kid yourself. It does exist. It's real.
Yeah.
Don't wash it away and pretend like it's your secret to bear or feel like you're crazy.
No.
Nope. Not crazy.
Nope.
There's too many indicators here. Spirit has whispered in my ear too many times. Right? Spirit's come to me and told me too many times. Your intuition isn't only what you learned, but it's the information you download from Spirit.
Yes.
Okay? This is a beautiful energy to be in.
Really.
And do take into account that you have to have stillness in order to understand what it is to dance.
Yes.
And in order for you to understand what it is to dance, you must have the stillness, right?
Yes.
They go hand in hand. You won't understand one without the other, because they are two pieces of a puzzle. Yin to the yang.
Mm-hmm.
The Mr. Gemini to the Mrs. Gemini. Okay, two sides of the same piece.
Yes.
So to speak. And yes, I just used literal people as an example. Be aware, though, guys, you have everything it takes to make this work.
Yes.
You are a master of the craft nonetheless. And be aware that once you release these kind of anguishes, you're going to be illuminated in a lot of ways. And these two together really speak to a positive mindset, in my opinion.
Yes.
The Ace of Wands and the Hanged Man.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost just a willingness to be passionate, and passionate in everyday life, no matter what it takes.
Self-discipline. I'm seeing a lot of self-discipline coming through here. Again, I am receiving a message saying, take your rest.
Mm-hmm.
Rest yourself. Not to the point where you're, procrastinating, but take that rest, Sagittarius, because you are very passionate. You have a lot of determination coming through in the month of September. And I truly believe that's what the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Swords is. It's resting your mind. Rest your mind for a moment. Go within. Be with the stillness, like Mr. Gemini said, and then you can dance. And I can't believe that this is what I heard. Dancing on someone's grave, and I don't think it's necessarily dancing on a grave. I see it as you dancing over your old self, dancing over your own grave. Watching those pieces of you fall away and saying, wow, okay, I can shake it off, I can shake it. That's what I'm seeing as well for you guys.
And to top it off here, I do got another message from Spirit that's coming in loud and clear. And I'm going to use the Emperor. He's the example that's been given to me. There is an idea of don't be overly protective of yourself, right? So, and I'll break down how I come to this. So this is a card, the Emperor, right? It represents Aries. If you're used to the tarot, you know that. Now, you see how he has the little ram in his lap? Little baby? Okay, so he puts the shield over top of it as well. Is that little dude any safer with the shield in his face while he's in the Emperor's lap as he would be without the shield in his face? Not particularly. He's sitting in the Emperor's lap. He couldn't be any safer. The shield is just there. It's an over-precaution, right? You don't always have to overprotect yourself, okay? And to me, since it's the card of Aries, and that's a little ram in his lap, he's being protective of himself, right? Overly protective of himself, okay? So don't do that, okay? Because look behind him. There's a bounty of abundance. The trees are growing. The sun is shining. He doesn't need to put the shield over the lamb's face.
No, and that could also be what the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords is. It's this
maybe your
lack of communication between how you're feeling and what, communicating with others as well about how you're feeling.
And I do, with the moon below it, I do get a sense that it's kind of overly protective in a lot of ways, and you're overly protecting yourself. There is a sense here with the Fool to release that and let that go and believe in the impossible.
Yes, and I think I truly believe that that you need to share your life with other people. That's what I'm seeing as well for some of you. Like, you truly know that, like, in order to get out of your head and get out of your loneliness, you need to share your life with people. And I'm just going to put this down because I was asked to look at it. Declutter. And that's one of your messages. Declutter. Declutter your energy, Sagittarius. I definitely see you doing that. Yeah, what Moonology card did you get?
I have the new moon in Taurus, which is prosperity lies ahead. So all this work you're putting in here with the Eight of Pentacles, the moon on your side, you're using your psychic powers, you're releasing negative thoughts, you're moving on from that, you're taking your leap of faith, and you have this divine passion you're inspired by. Once you get into that groove, only prosperity lies ahead. You are not going to be in that energy right? You got to believe to receive, but also you got to be in that energy in order for other people to reflect it back to you.
Yes.
And that's how you get the positivity you want out of life.
Absolutely. And we have a new moon coming in a couple of days.
Absolutely.
7 days.
What do you got, Mrs. Gemini?
So the card that I actually pulled was obstacles and blocks are lifted. I see this 100% for you. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. 100%. Again, I'm coming back to this Nine of Swords energy because this is, as much as the Eight of Swords is an illusion of being an imprisonment, self-imprisonment, the Nine of Swords is yes, you're getting closer to releasing yourself from those binds, but at the same time, you're still feeling some sort of lack within inside of you. There's something not 100%. And that does move into the Ten of Swords on Mr. Gemini's side. So stay with your positive attitude that you have within the beginning of the month is what I'm seeing. And there's nothing that can stop you. There's a judgment that you will be walking off the edge with a smile on your face, knowing that on the other side your foot is going to be firmly planted, or you're going to take a nice little dip in the water, or you're going to go on a long road trip because that's what your soul needs.
Or you're going to take off on your flying broom.
Yeah, just go for it.
Pew, like a rocket. Awesome, guys. Look, if you're new here, give us a like and subscribe.
Please do.
And if you're a returning viewer, we appreciate it so much, guys.
Yes,
Share us out to some of your friends and check out some of our other content.
Yeah.
And check your natal charts, guys.
Yes, please do.
Awesome. Good luck out there, Sagittarius.
Bye, guys.